EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. This fielded right at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. And Mariota going to put it up right away. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Throwing on second and long. Mariota. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now Mariota. And he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On second down, it's Cook again. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing now is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota rolling to his left. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Mariota. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Fourth down, Mariota. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Lorenzo Carter coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Hopkins, the man in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They try again with Cook, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Dalvin Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do, man. Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give the Falcons a 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Mariota to throw it this time. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. To throw, Mariota.
Throw left side, there's London.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Second down at 4.
Throwing, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota again.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mariota now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Cook up the gut, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Murray off play action. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They run the counter with Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier and shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send Brown in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Prater's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a late three there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half here. Mariota got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Prater on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
They'll send Brown in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up the first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, but both of those units in there kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Patterson again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota over the middle, caught by London. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mariota. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the drive with Cook. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hey, big ass open, big ass open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's Edwards again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for them to throw it downfield.
Now Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Cards are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Coach. Excellent. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. To throw is Mariota. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Hallis Trophy, unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block.